Hey guys, LiartSC here, doing another cast of a mid-level StarCraft 2 game. This one is actually myself and the blue Terran against, let's see, Mitra as the red Protoss. This was a recent game of mine, actually, in which I decided that I had not been playing enough 1v1 games. And so I decided to get back on that train and continue playing some 1v1. Anyways, like I said, I am the blue the blue Terran, and in this matchup, Protoss was actually slightly favored, I believe, or it might have been even teams. I can't remember exactly, but anyways. Throwing down my supply depot here. I'm going to do a standard wall off. It's pretty long distance on this map, so I'm not real concerned about a super fast rush or anything like that, unless he's proxy gating, in which I'll probably catch him when I send out my scout. But turns out he's actually going to end up walling off his ramp too, so no crazy proxies or anything like that. Throwing down his gateway now. In StarCraft 2, a probe will actually kill an SCV hands down in a 1v1 little battle. In that, their shields can recharge, so I actually do have to pull another SCV off the line just to kill his scout. But no harm done, really. It actually puts me a little bit ahead in the units lost, but not really a big deal. So I am sending out my scout now. Got my barracks going up. The nice thing about this map is that you do have your natural expansion, but the nice thing is that you have 2 points of entry, so it's actually really hard to do like a wall off. If I were to just send one wall here, and that way I can secure both my main base and my natural. With Terran, it's a little bit more difficult to do that wall off here because it's just not going to work. So you do have to throw down a couple barracks and things that way. But anyways, my scout finally getting up here to the Protoss base. Scouting around, seeing that he's just got his gas going. He's only got 1 gate. Pretty standard opening. Gonna keep this guy running around in here, try and figure out what is going on. Meanwhile, I'm actually fully walled off now. Idle SCV, I don't know what that's all about. But I am throwing down my second barracks. I did decide that probably going to go out with Marauders, in that I have some extra time and they are just so devastating against all of the gateway units. So I'm really hoping that he's probably not going to end up going any high-tech. I'm not seeing any right now, so I feel fairly safe. He hasn't even got a cybernetics core down. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's just now throwing down his cybernetics core. So anyways, upgrading to my orbital command, getting my second gas going. Another idle SCV, not really sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm trying to get him doing something there. Lazy SCV. But anyways, got my tech lab going here for my Marauders. I just pumped out a couple Marines just in case he did end up deciding to push with that Zealot, but he didn't, and they actually just finally killed my scout. So I did see that. I think I saw that second gas going. Yeah, I did. So I did see that second gas. Know that he's probably going to be pushing to a little bit of a higher tech. He did wait to kill my scout until he put down the rest of his buildings. Not that it really mattered, in that I still saw that he did have a cybernetics core going down, so not too big of a deal for me. I am deciding to use a few mules. I do end up scanning actually quite a bit in this game, just because I really felt like I needed to keep an eye on him. I did see the 2 gas, and he did go for a 1 gate straight to a cybernetics core, so there is a chance that he could go for a Stargate. Sort of like it's really common in the mid-level for people to do a big Void Rays rush, and it's really hard to stop. That's why Terran is always so important to scout, because you have those Marines as your base level unit, and they are so good against those Void Rays. Throwing down my barracks, or I'm sorry, my factory here. Trying to keep it a little bit out of the scouting range anyways, but also building it up here so you can actually see the rest of your base. He is throwing down his robotics facility, so he is going 2-gate robotics, which is really good against the mech builds, because here you can get your immortals, which are really good against Terran tanks and things like that. He's actually still only got 4 units though, I probably could push right now if I had my stim, but I haven't even started stim yet. I am throwing down a starport, so at this point I think I decide after my scan, I'm pretty sure I've scanned his base at least once now. I see that he's going for the robotics facility and not the starport, and so because of that, it's a lot better for me. I actually haven't scanned yet, so that was actually a complete guess from that point. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and keep going here. There's the scan, and I see that he is getting this, and he is pumping out something. So I know that he's not getting an early starport or anything like that. So dropships are the way that I think I decide to go on this one. As far as units go, I'm actually way behind on the harvesters count. I'm really sacrificing too many harvesters to get my buildings up and get this fast tech going. In the long run, it would have been really bad for me, because if you look at the income tab, he is over double. I mean, 700 to 400, and the only reason I'm even that high is because at this point I am starting to pick up my drone count. But, I mean, it's not good for me. It's not looking good for me right now at all because I'm so far behind. However, at this point I am able to get both of my dropships out. He has moved his army out to the Zelnaga. I think he does get an observer in my base, so he is able to see my entire army, or lack thereof at this point. He is throwing down a third gateway. He has got warp gate technology, he has got his forge going, and he is getting weapons upgrade. I think what he's doing is he's actually waiting for that upgrade before he's going to go ahead and try and push. Honestly, I don't know if that was the best decision, and that he sees that I don't have a whole lot going on. He does see the dropships come out. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows that I don't have that big of an army. I don't have that much going on, and I don't know that this is here. But I decide to load up and go anyways. Send those guys out, and I actually have nothing to defend my base right now, so I don't know what he's thinking. He ends up pulling all of his guys back though, and I think that if he would have actually pushed here, he could have done a base race and probably won. His unit composition is a lot stronger than mine. I have only got actually 4 Marauders and 7 Marines as compared to his 5 and 5 with Zealots and Stalkers. So it's not going to be looking that good for me. I am getting my stims. They're about halfway done. I am getting another medevac, but he has an immortal on the way, which could be bad. I do scout, and I see that he's got this warp prism, so I'm expecting him to probably try and do a backdoor drop on me. And that is not what I want to have happen right now. So I want to make sure that I get in there, I get pushing, I get these guys in there to take care of as much as I can as far as damage goes. But I do see that he has nothing really defending his mineral line. So, I mean, all of his guys are down here. I don't know why he would even place them here, knowing that I had dropships and that I would probably go for his mineral line. Yet he decided not to go for it. He does drop the photon cannon, but in a terrible position. I don't really understand his thought process there. But anyways, able to kill at least a few drones. Yeah, several units go down in that. Just pick up, run away for a little bit. Not too big of a deal. I am actually starting to get another army here. Got tanks on the way. I do see that that he's starting to get a fairly good-sized army going on, and he does have his first immortal here. But anyways, I'm going to try and continue to do this this dropship harass, and every time I scan, I'm able to see exactly where his units are and where the best position is for my units to be. I do decide to throw down another barracks, in that Marauders at this point are definitely the way that I want to go, just because of how many Zealots he has, how many Stalkers he's got, how many gateway units in general he's got. And they're just so good against those. Anyway, so I scan again. I see that his Stalkers are up here, totally out of position. I'm able to come in here and drop again to start devastating his mineral line. And for whatever reason, he is so delayed on getting his units over there to attack. I'm able to kill so many probes, at least half. And then by the time he gets over there, I'm able to just pick up and run away again. And at this point, you know, I mean, units lost or resources lost is 800 to 100. I mean, it's just totally one-sided. He's got to get something going. I don't understand why he's not producing photon cannons to protect this mineral line. I mean, if anything, to shoot down these dropships before I can even get in there. But he does have sight over his whole base, which is really good. He finally decides to split up his stalkers and try and get something going on there. But he's just not producing a whole lot. He's trying to get charge. He's trying to get all these things. But in the meantime, you know, I've got my engineering bay just because I'm afraid that he is going to start having to come up with something air to attack my base again, because it's the only way he's really going to be able to get in, especially now that I've got siege mode on the way. Or no, I don't have siege mode on the way yet. I've actually already got it. So he does end up throwing an expansion down. And with him being so far behind, I don't think that was probably quite the best decision. But I think perhaps that he realizes that if he doesn't push this time, then he is just burnt. He does end up getting one of my medevacs, and I'm not really doing a very good job of reinforcing. However, he did load up 2 of his immortals into this warp prism and flew it down here, but he's so preoccupied at his base that he's just not able to multitask enough to get those things down there. I picked up my guys and at the last second realized that they wouldn't all fit. I did end up losing a few extra Marines, but as you can see, the loss is just absolutely favoring me, and I should be taking another expansion, but I'm not. He does have that observer there to see if I am going to take an expansion, but drop again, just absolutely continuing to harass his mineral line. He's not able to do pretty much anything about it. A little bit of lag going on, so I was trying to figure out what was going on there. He almost lagged out, actually. But anyways, he comes over here, he's dropping that out. I am able to see his observer, and he just leaves. No GG, no nothing. Absolutely upset with the way this game went. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and please send me your replays so that I can get you guys, get your guys' games up there, and I will see you guys on my next video the next time I do it. And anyways, take it easy, guys, and good luck out there.